And now, it's time for another Dice Tower review with Tom Vasel.
Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Today we're taking a look at a game called Facets of Fortune. This is a game, use your cards in clever ways to buy, sell, trade, and heist gems. Okay, so this game is about buying and selling gems on the gem market. I'm not totally convinced like this box had me sold, but I do like stock market style games, so let's give it a try. There are two ways to win in this game. If you get every gem of one of the colors, you've won the game. And the other players are probably asleep, not allowing you to do it. The other way to win is when all four markets have crashed, whoever has the most money is the winner. So players are going to start with some money, and they're also going to start with 3 cards. And so on your turn, you'll have these 3 cards face up in front of you. On your turn, you're going to roll these 2 dice here. And it's going to pick one of the markets here. I can pick any market I want. There's also blue, green, red. Oh, I'm sorry, this is all the markets. And this one you can pick any market you want. So this says all markets go up by 2. So each market here goes up by 2, keeping track of the selling price of that market. And then I can use my cards. Now if you have a card with 1 to 3 gems on it, you can buy or sell up to that many gems of that color. So I could use this and buy the first 3 gems here, which are 5,000, 10,000, and 25,000. So that's a total of 40,000. I take those and I put them in the cup in front of me, keeping my gems there. If I have a card like this, I can buy or sell one of my choice. If I might use this green one here to buy a gem for 5,000. As time goes by, you can sell gems also with these cards. You can't buy or sell with the same one. But let's say on a future turn, I have another 3 red. I could sell these gems, and right now they're worth 25,000, so I might sell 2 of them. I don't have to sell all 3 and make 50,000. So make some of my money back. So as you buy and sell, the buying price is going to change, but the selling price will only change based on the rolls of the cards. There are other cards that players might get. By the way, you have 3 cards to play. You do not have to play any of these cards. You can play 1, 2, or 3 of them, or 0 on your turn, and then discard if you want to and draw 3 new ones for the next turn. Some cards just give you a free gem. So I play this, I get a free diamond. Some cards let you switch markets. So let's say the red market's at 50 and the diamond market's at 10. Now the diamond market is 50 and the red market's at 10. You can also do a free exchange. I might say I'm going to put a red gem back and take the lowest cost white gem. Then there are cards that say heist. When you play these, you're trying to steal gems from another player. So I'm going to steal gems from Mandy. When it happens, we both are going to roll black die. So I roll a 2, and Mandy rolls a 6. Whoever rolls the higher roll wins. So if the defender wins, pretty much nothing happens. If I rolled the 6 and Mandy had rolled the 2, then I would steal gems from her equal to the difference between those 2 rolls. So I would steal 4 gems from her. Also, there's a 3 card of the same type dividend. If you ever get 3 cards, all 3 in front of you are the same color, you get 100,000. Why? I'm actually not sure. Now, this is going to keep going on. When the price of a gem gets $1 million and it goes higher, the market crashes. Everyone who has red gems has to turn them in. They're worth nothing. Unless you play a stop card, you can stop the crash for 1 round. You can always buy the stop card back once per game. They cost $1 million though to get them back. You can also pay 100,000 to draw per card, to draw extra cards. If you don't like your 3 cards, you can draw extra cards. You can play 4, 5, 6 cards per turn, but you have to pay 100,000 for each extra card. As I said, get all the gems of one color and you win, or when all 4 markets crash, whoever has the most money is the winner. The nicest thing about this game are these gems. These gems have a very good look to them. They're easy. I mean, they look like they came from a craft store or something, but they're cool. They're fun to play around, and it's, you know, these little plastic containers, they're just fun to store the gems in. Now, on the other hand, the cards themselves. This is really weird to me that they have 2 sets of cards in this game. They have these cards and they have the money cards. These cards are pretty cheap material. All right, very boring symbology. They're black, which means scuffing shows on them. And they're just cheap. The money cards are linen finish. They're really nice. It's just really weird to me that these cards are so nice and these aren't. The stop tokens are not very good quality. The board itself looks okay. Yeah, it's an okay production. Now there's some aspects of this game which seem interesting, but unfortunately they are buried beneath an avalanche of just problems. Okay, so I already mentioned the things about the components, but I guess I should have also mentioned that the money denominations are weird. A lot of gems cost 10 or 50,000, or you're paying different amounts, and there's no 10,000 bills. There's 5s and 25s. It's an odd denomination. But that being said, you are limited by the 3 cards that you have. That's very problematic because the cards are really random. There's no question that a 1 card of a gem color is not as good as a 3 gem, because with a 3 gem, I can buy 3 or sell 3. With a 1, you can sell 1. That's clearly better. So if you get stuck with cards that are not that great, let's say you get stuck with 2 white 1s and a red 1. Very possible situation. That's not that great. At least if you had 3 of the same color, you get 100,000 bonus, which is a really randomly stupid rule. Okay, and someone else gets a 3 gem card, a free gem card, as in you get to just take one for free. Those are amazingly useful. It's free money. Or like a exchange a gem. There's so many good cards in this game, and then there's ones that are not quite so good. And so there's this constant gems being moved around. Not to mention, going first in this game, huge advantage. I go first, I buy some cheap gems. Second player, they buy some cheap gems. Maybe not the cheapest because I bought some. Third and fourth player, sorry buds, you guys are out of luck. That's very problematic. The card play in this game is very problematic. I'm not mentioning the worst card yet, and that is Heist. Really, I can just play a card, roll a die, and if I get lucky, steal gems from you. What? If you like stock market games and you like the manipulation of prices, you could probably handle, wild swings. We'll talk about the stock market in a second. But to then work hard and get gems, to just have someone say, I'm taking them. There's like no protection against that. It's just letting someone steal your gems. That's a huge thing. When we were playing this game, the very first time, people were like, can we throw the heist cards out? Especially if you get a heist card on your very first turn, and there's no one even steal from. The cards are just a major problem with the game. Then there's the pricing. You realize the cheapest gem is 5,000. The most expensive gem is $1 million. Did no one sit around and go, these prices don't match up? 5,000s. It's just 1/200th of $1 million. The first gem is. I mean, 1/200th of the last gem. I don't get why the prices are so wide and varied like that. And if you jump ahead for any reason, so let's say for example, the dice are rolled and the blue gem shoots up pretty high. And I managed to buy 3 of them cheap on the first turn because I had a 3 blue gem. I bought 3 of them. And then because of dice rolling, the blue gem moves very highly. And boom, 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 I sell them, let's say for $250,000 each. I now have $750,000 that I can spend. I am just going to be dominating other players. Every time cheap gem comes up, I'll buy them and I'll do them. That's problematic. And you say, but wait, there's the random cards that might work against you. You're right. That's a bad way to fix that. So because of that, because of the randomness of those cards, because of the wild swings in money, I'm really struggling to find any reason to recommend this game. Well, I'm just not. I like stock market. I think the idea of buying low and selling high. Here, when you buy, it doesn't even affect the price of the game. When you sell, it does affect it. But I guess when you buy, it affects the price of buying. And when you sell, it affects the price of buying. But it never affects the price of selling. That's just some randomly determined thing. That just doesn't work. This whole game doesn't work. I really can't recommend it at all. That's Facets of Fortune. Dice Tower Judgment, a random mess.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at DicetowerNetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at coolstuffinc.com.